Hello, everybody. Welcome to Breaking the Fourth Wall, episode 14. This episode is entitled Booty Titties. Or Beat That Pussy Down. We're brought to you by D-Rug.
Dumbo Hawk Dawn.
Dumbo Hawk Dawn.
Follow him on Twitter.
Craycroft has just introduced us to the greatest rapper of all time. It's genius. He really does have a song called Booty Titties. And I think it might be the best thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
I think he's just guesting on that song.
Oh.
He's just pumping it up, making it a little better.
He's the hype man on Booty Titties. Oh.
That's so good.
We're brought to you by InvestComics.com, Con Artist Entertainment, and Famous Faces and Funnies, and Booty Titties. Because everybody likes Booty Titties. We're
look at them ass, look at them titties.
Look at them ass, look at them titties.
Look at that booty.
It's going to be an interesting episode because Sean and I are very tired and Craycroft is very sick, so it could be a hell of an episode. Yeah.
Usually just mentally.
Yeah.
I got my 1800s sore throat drop, so I'm good.
Yeah, Craycroft is actually chewing shredded cigarettes as we speak.
I have a horrible concoction that actually does help your throat feel better.
Well, I can whip some of it up your throat, too.
Cobble juice?
No, actually, Jared took it when he was sick, and it helped him feel better.
Oh, Jared takes it all the time. Oh, Jared. He got shit during the video show this week. He's getting shit during the podcast. Oh. Jared's our whipping boy.
He doesn't listen or watch anything.
He listened to an episode not too long ago. But we didn't make fun of him on that one.
He
so.
says he listens to episodes.
Actually, well, yeah.
He didn't like the page.
Attaboy.
All right. Not a whole lot of news this week.
There's big news.
I'm
guessing it's going to lead into the books. Just go.
Okay.
Spoiler.
The Saga thing is probably the biggest thing. We'll do that first.
Okay.
It was really the main news item for the week.
Gay sex.
Gay sex in Saga.
All the gay sex you
But
can.
really, like, I mean,
It's tiny little panels of gay sex.
I wouldn't have honestly known it was gay sex.
Yeah.
It could have been a short-haired lady.
Yeah.
It's space.
Yeah,
Who knows who's blowing who?
it's not like they haven't shown all kinds of crazy shit in this book already.
Yeah,
It just
those
happened to
angels
show.
with strap-ons.
People
Yeah.
with TV heads getting it on.
That's hot.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Exactly.
So basically, there's two. It's Prince Robot has like two scenes where there's gay sex happening on his little face panel screen thing. It's tiny little postage stamp size, scenes of gay sex. It's on two panels, and some people lost their shit about it, and so it got banned from the Apple Store. But it turns out that it wasn't really banned from the Apple Store. It was Comixology thinking that Apple was going to ban it, so they didn't even put it on Apple. And then Apple came out and said, no, we wouldn't have banned this. It's cool. It was silly. There was a whole bunch of shit over nothing. It was like, this book has shown giant troll balls and people fucking, and
I just love all the comic creators coming to defend. Like, hey, we can do whatever we want on independent comics.
Yeah.
Hey, stop that. Pretty much. Fractions was the best. Fraction just posted this whole long rant on how Apple was trying to monopolize the digital comic industry now.
Oh, hush.
Yeah.
How's Apple doing it?
They're really
Exactly.
not. They're really not. Apple,
They're a doorway. Like, you get your app through whoever. It doesn't matter.
yeah. Because you can still buy it on Comixology from anywhere else and then just go to your iPad and sync it. It's not like it stopped you from getting the book or anything. It's just if you happen to go directly through iTunes, you couldn't get it for a day and a half.
You can also buy the physical comic.
Yeah.
More copies were sold because
Apple
people
doesn't
heard about it.
Yeah.
So.
I really don't. I mean, I know a couple people that have gone digital, but I don't really know anybody that absolutely refuses to buy physical books anymore. Like, if it came down to it and there was a book that wasn't digital, they'll go buy it.
Because it's cheap.
Yeah.
A physical book is cheaper than a magazine.
Yeah.
There's the same amount of useful content in each. So,
And it's like all the people I know that are digital are basically doing it to save room. They just don't want to have shit in their house anymore, so they have it all digital. But So anybody that wanted to read this book was going to be able to read this book. Like, it didn't stop anybody from getting it. And plus, like, it's really, if your only way of getting it was through an Apple product, then you could find somebody to go, like,
You probably
use
don't
their
like
machine.
comics.
Yeah, exactly. You could go to the fucking library and go on and buy it, and then into your Comixology account, and then when you go home, you can sync it. It's not a big fucking deal.
Read the thing on Bleeding Cool. They had a couple tweets of comic shops, and one, I think it's somewhere up in Tallahassee or North Florida, how he's not carrying it anymore.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
That was his top-selling book, and now he's not carrying it.
That guy's fucking retarded then. Like, that's
Have
going to
you
make...
been up there?
Well, yeah. That guy, like, it reminds me of that company, or that comic store that several comic stores said they weren't going to do it. Back when they had the Superman that they said Superman said "goddamn," even though he didn't. He said
GD.
He said GD.
Dude.
He literally said GD, and then there was this big ruckus about Grant Morrison, and all these. A bunch of stores said they weren't going to carry Grant Morrison's work anymore, and then there was
That's
one.
so stupid.
Yeah, and one store in particular, I don't know how they got to the forefront. I guess they're a big store. It was like in North Carolina. They came out and were like, we're going to be the champions of not carrying Grant Morrison's Superman until he apologizes, or it was just retarded. Yeah, it's just fine. If you don't want to carry a book over something as silly as that, I mean, I guess that's your prerogative, but I'm guessing if you're a store...
Should have thought about not getting into business that was selling stuff.
I'm guessing if you're a store that's that big and
You know he sells
you're
Frost.
yeah.
You know that guy sells
Oh, of course. Well, if your store that's that big, you're probably in a bigger city, and that means you probably have a half dozen other comic stores in your town as competition. So people are just going to go to other places. Like,
Everyone knows gay sex is worse than a child eating its baby out of its stomach.
that's true. Gay sex will put you straight down.
That was put there by its father. Everyone knows
Cross Volume 2.
that was crossed.
That was Family
Family
Values.
Values,
Yeah,
yeah.
Volume 2.
Whatever.
Third one sucked.
Psychopath
Yeah, I thought
You're
it was, I thought it was
crazy.
stupid.
kept around a severed boob in the bag. That's hilarious.
Stupid.
Booty titties.
That's where you draw the line. All of Crossed is pretty stupid.
No, that was just that there. I don't know. It just wasn't as
Shocking.
messed up, I guess. As the
Oh,
first
that's
two.
kind of fucked up. Who doesn't carry around bags of severed titties?
that was just a crazy serial killer. The other ones were actual. Them
Bag of titties, bag of titties.
All right.
Oh, this has been a titty-rific podcast so far. But anyway, it's lasted for like a day and a half, and then Comixology, or Apple came out and said, we didn't ban shit, and it turned out Comixology was like, Apple's very strict on what they allowed to put up there, so we didn't even submit it because we knew they were going to shut it down, and Apple said, oh, no, we wouldn't have shut it down, so it sounds like a whole bunch of people backpedaling, trying to cover their ass, going, oh, big misunderstanding, gay sex is great, suck all the dicks you want, you know? So it lasted, I don't know, maybe 2 days that you couldn't get it, and then all of a sudden it was available everywhere, but, I mean... Yeah, it sucked, but it just got blown way out of proportion. So you can still get this book fucking anywhere, literally anywhere, except if you only had Apple products in your house. It's the only way you couldn't get it.
I only have Apple products in my house, and I still got it.
Well,
I went to a comic book store.
Yeah. Well, actually, even then, you didn't have to. I mean, you could just go to the Comixology page instead of the Apple app.
The Apple D app.
Yeah. It's silly. But then, I guess Comixology and or Apple made an apology towards Brian K. Vaughan. Not Fiona Staples for drawing it, just Brian K. Vaughan for writing about it. So, big, silly misunderstanding, supposedly. But basically, it all boils down to is that Apple are Republicans and they don't like gay sex.
Well, Apple didn't seem to have an issue with it. It's
No.
Comixology.
Yeah, Comixology are Republicans. So,
be proud of your gay sex, Comixology. Let your freak flag fly.
I bet if you rolled through all the stuff on Comixology, you'd find a whole lot of shit way worse than...
Yeah, there's like that old, I don't know, stuff.
Stuff and things.
Falling apart.
Craycroft is actually dying right as we speak. he's barely holding on. His dying breath is going to be closing this podcast.
If I die before tomorrow, then I don't have to do my paper. It's due tomorrow.
Oh shit! I totally forgot you had that paper.
Well, I only have 20 pages or so.
But people need their pizzas. What are they going to do if you die?
They can go fuck themselves.
But no one else at your store could deliver a pizza. They're all too high.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay. What other kind of news? Oh, DC's next big thing in, I guess, September.
Oh, yeah.
Last year they did the 0 month, which was all right. Like, a lot of those were pretty good.
Pretty good.
It was pretty neat. Nothing crazy.
Neat.
This one, though, is for the 2-year anniversary, they're doing Villains Month.
What's the point?
I don't know.
Ultimately, you're buying the issues for the villains because that's the conflict of every story.
Yeah.
It's just calm down. You don't have to do an anniversary of your reboot. That's stupid.
They're going to.
I know, but it's still stupid.
But also, there are some.
I'm not buying shit.
some of these books obviously have big villains that you read.
Riddler #1.
Yeah, I'd rather have a Penguin #1 to be honest. But like some of these books, like who gives a fuck who their villain is? Like they're just gonna make somebody up for the book.
Well, and they're even saying a lot of them are introduction of old villains into the new 52.
Egghead. Ooh, King Tut.
Just do a Shazam.
Just
do a Shazam and Black Adam one. Or
Shazam.
Shazam. Just do one of those.
I guess. Will that be the Justice League one, maybe? Probably. Or will they do a Starro?
Oh god, that'd be horrible. Starro's the worst villain.
They should have Vibe just turn evil. Do another Vibe #1.
Yes. Not Justice League of America's Vibe #1.
Yeah,
but they'll still sell just as well.
Yeah,
they'll sell just as well as the 0 ones did. They'll sell just as well as the previous issues. People will come in and buy it.
That'd be Legion of Doom #1. That'd be sick. That giant Darth Vader head, hideout that they lived in.
Yes, that's awesome. I mean, at least with the 0 issues, you had your books. You're like, okay, this is Justice League 0. It goes, in the middle of other Justice Leagues. If you want to put it chronologically, it was number 13. If you go put it at the beginning, fine. But you can imagine some of these real OCD collectors are going, oh god, where does Clayface #1 go, or what the fuck ever? Like, you're just making people mad. You're making people not want to buy your stuff. I don't get this. There's so much other stuff you can do. You're still calling it New 52 when there's only 50 books for 2 months.
As long as they don't start point one-ing stuff, I'm okay.
Yeah, that's true. That
Why don't they just chill the fuck out and let the writers and artists make their comics?
Yeah, fire your fucking editorial staff right now and let people do some shit.
Like the whole WTF thing. I think so far all of them have blown pretty bad, except for
there's been 3 that were really good, but other than that, they've been real or it's been just okay, the story was good, but I didn't look at it going, what the fuck, it wasn't a shot.
Clayface in a Batman book?
Yeah, exactly.
Get out of town.
I didn't read the Action Comics one, but I heard they didn't even fight Jimmy Olsen in it.
Sucks.
No, the book was good itself, but the fucking cover was nothing to do with anything, dude. It's the cover, you open the gatefold, and it's him punching Jimmy Olsen in his kind of reminiscent Lex Luthor armor, the big green armor he had back in the day. But
back in the day as an Infinite Crisis.
Well, the old superpowers action figures or whatever.
Okay.
But then you read the book and it's nothing to do with that. And there's a bunch of dudes in these robot suits, basically these mech suits kind of things, and they're fighting. And then when they come out of the suits, there's a dude that he looks different, and then he turns into a Jimmy Olsen look. But Superman, the first thing he says is, "You're obviously not Jimmy Olsen," and then he blows up. He's there a panel, and then it's over. And
you can tell that they these guys already wrote their shit, and then DC's like, hey, we're doing this. Shoehorn this garbage into your story somehow. And they're like, okay. So they wrote 1 or 2 extra pages.
Yeah.
That's all it is. They shoehorned everything in there.
Well, just like the majority of the Requiem stuff in the Bat books. The first one was everybody's you got to get
that for the cover.
Yeah, it's get the detective. It's going to sell out. And then you read it, and it's normal detective story. 1 page of Bruce Wayne or Batman standing next to a grave. Or right back to the story with no mention to it.
One of those that was good was Batman and Robin. I mean, Batman was good. Batman 18.
Yeah, but even
Batman
then,
was the best one.
Yeah,
that was the only one that really touched on it, the whole issue.
Yeah, DC is just trying too hard, and the thing that they're
calm down, baby.
Bitch, chill. Sit your bitch ass down.
Sit your pussy ass down.
It still works for them. They're still selling just as many comics as they were before, though.
But and one thing they're talking about is how when they're doing these crossovers so far, they did, Night of the Owls and Death of the Family, and then they did Rot World, and they're containing it all within its little family of books or whatever. So it's nothing's been you have to buy every book to find out what's going on. But at the same time, that's fine. But you're still forcing people to buy other books they might not normally read. Just because you read one Batman book doesn't mean you read the other 5. And like the Trinity War, like just because I know a lot of people that read Justice League Dark that don't read the other books, or vice versa. And now you're gonna have to buy all these books to read this, and it's just, I'd almost rather they just did a miniseries that was a crossover, and then if you wanted to read the, the other issues, cool, but you didn't have to. Like, I don't know. I don't know what DC's doing right now, but they're out of their goddamn mind.
The only one that did really well, I guess, was the Aquaman Justice League one.
That was good because it was quick.
Yeah, it was 5 issues. 5 issues and done.
That's what they need to do. They need to stick with that. So, now that we're done bashing DC. Oh, what else do we got? This one I just thought this was fucking funny. They might be banning cosplay in New York.
No! No!
Because New York Comic Con is one of the biggest cons now. I would guess it's second to San Diego now.
Yeah, probably.
Probably. So it's a big con, and one of the big things, obviously, at every con is cosplay. And in New York, since everybody that goes to New York is all about look at me, look how fucking edgy I am and cool, all the cosplayers like to run around the city in their costumes. They like to hop on the trains. They like to walk down the street. They want to be out in the open, not just at the con. And I guess last year, I didn't hear about any of this until this article, but I guess last year, a lot of the cosplayers got into a bunch of trouble out in the streets. Like
those reckless kids.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I read like 4 quick stories about them out of, probably 10,000 cosplayers that come to New York Comic Con.
Probably.
And like one guy was getting pictures taken.
Well, this was up on when you sent me the link. It was up on CNN too, because I guess it's that big of a deal.
Yeah.
And now they're just like, just bring your cosplay outfit in your backpack. Like, oh, okay, yeah, that works. The guy's wearing the giant armor things, just dragging your backpack and changing the bathroom. That'll work.
What about Guar?
Guar can no longer play in New York City.
Oh.
No, it's ridiculous. It's just like one dude that's trying to get it to happen, and basically just some people did some dumb shit one year. It's like any other big event, you're going to have some people that do stupid shit.
Just give him a 32-ounce soda and let him calm down.
Have the biggest have a barrel of cola. But it's not going to happen. It's silly. There's no way. But like the one I thought was funny was there was a guy, I don't remember what the guy was dressed up as, but he was taking pictures but he was charging to take pictures out in the street, and some mother didn't come up with the money fast enough, so the dude pushed the kid.
Oh, yeah.
Like, shoved the kid, like a 2-year-old kid, out of the way or whatever.
Oh, my God. I would choke that guy out so fast.
Yeah, and it's like, you're going to have douchebags like that. You know how you fix that? You arrest the idiots that do it. Like, they won't do it again, I promise. So, once you spend a night in a New York City jail dressed up like fucking an anime character, you're
Sailor Moon, you're a guy.
Yeah.
You look pretty.
It's not good.
I know. That's what I'm going for.
Yeah, you're not going to do it again. Like, it's stupid. But I just thought it was a funny story because I was like reading how these people were acting a fool out in the streets.
A sassy cosplayer was accosted in the prison tonight.
I can just see like some cosplayer walking out of jail the next day, like his makeup all running down his face, and tattered wings, all akimbo on his back, and like just
both wings on one side,
walking like awkwardly out, one high heel on.
Just does a sniffle and walks. Just keeps walking.
You're a mess, Goku.
It's stupid. What else? There's a cool Kickstarter I saw. I don't know. This has the potential to either be really cool or really fucking terrible. It's called Watson and Holmes, and it's another.
What? This guy.
You
love you some Watson and Holmes.
I love it. It's awesome.
I'm going to make a podcast just for your Sherlock Holmes coverage.
I love Sherlock Holmes stuff.
It'll just be an hour a week of you talking about anything Sherlock Holmes.
Do you watch Sherlock?
No.
Yeah, with Rick. Starring Rick Shea.
Now I don't
As
want to watch
Benedict Cumberbatch.
This show's awesome. This looks funny. It's
All 6 episodes. Ooh.
They're like an hour and a half a piece. It's like 6 movies.
So Black Mirror, better show.
Okay, put it on Netflix. I'll watch it.
No.
See?
I don't work for the Beeb.
Focus.
Watson and Holmes. It is basically a hood version of Sherlock Holmes. That's how they describe it.
That was offensive.
It is an urban Sherlock Holmes. It looks pretty cool. And there's a
As though
Kickstarter for
old
it.
Sherlock Holmes was in the country.
It was in England. It didn't count.
London. It wasn't in, like, Berthenshire, whatever the hell.
But it wasn't in fucking Harlem. Come on. These guys are in Harlem. They're fucking like...
I don't know. I bet that it was London that back then was way more dangerous than
Urban
Harlem.
is my nice way of saying black.
No, it's America's nice way of saying black.
Yeah, that's true.
The D is silent.
But that's how they describe it. It's like the urban Sherlock Holmes. It looks kind of funny. I'll check it out. But the other thing is the Kickstarter looks kind of neat, but I guess the first issue is definitely getting published, and the Kickstarter is to fund further issues. But like, if you want to get the book in Kickstarter, it's like
Waka Flocka Holmes.
Yeah. Yes. Watson Khalifa.
Oh, man.
Dizzy Watson. This shit just doesn't make sense.
But in order to get the first issue on Kickstarter, I think it's like $40 or something, like to get the first issue like physical. The rest is
Why?
you can get a PDF for like $5, I think. But I mean, the first issue is like it's like a signed variant cover.
Let me hold a PDF for $5.
But the first issue is definitely going to come out. It's already coming. But this is the fun like further issues. But it looks kind of cool. I'll check it out. I like Sherlock Holmes stuff. Fuck off. Can a bro like some Sherlock Holmes?
Well, we'll see.
We'll give it a try. All right. There's also a bunch of image books coming out, but I didn't really go into them too much. So just go look at Bleeding Cool and check out all the new image books coming out. It's like,
Here's the thing. In July, Image is doing a shit ton of number one. So buy them and sell them on eBay like they're going to, because you know they're just going to shoot up.
yeah, pretty much.
They're going to shoot up.
They're going to shoot up the price.
You're gonna tie off in the bathroom.
A bunch of dead image number one in your bed. Spoons are fucked.
Why are there charged spoons and fucking belts everywhere?
How come my cereal tastes like shit?
Where's my belt? Can't find my belt.
Every time I eat cereal, I get really tired.
Oh god. Okay,
What's that baby doing on the ceiling?
That's still a creepy ass scene. That baby was totally fake and faker than shit, but that scene still
I
creeps
love
me
that
out.
movie.
Oh, that's a great movie.
We're enlightening people on what movie it is.
Train Spotting.
Okay.
Anybody hadn't seen that movie?
Are you
should
kidding
shot
me?
in the face.
You want to shoot me in the
I
face?
guess
Yeah,
that
shoot
should
you
be
both
shot
in the face.
You've never seen that?
No.
God.
The movie's classic.
You call yourself a hipster?
I don't.
Come on, your Green Lantern buddy thinks you're the biggest hipster of all time. Or is that his friend?
No, I don't know who that is. Guy
Who is
Gardner
it?
just thinks I'm a douche. Who wants
Maybe
to
he's the
smack
guy
me
from
around.
Subway.
Oh no, they think I'm emo.
Same thing.
The guy,
It would be hilarious if it was the guy from Subway. If
he's just trolling me all the time.
This guy lives to fucking troll you. Like you actually knew him in high school, and he hates you so much he got a job at the Subway next to the store to fuck with you.
You see Eat Fresh as like one of your comments on YouTube, then you'll know what's up. I'm an artist too.
I hope
Sandwich
sandwich artist. I hope so bad that the guy's really trolling you.
Oh man, that would make me happy.
All right, let's do some books of the week.
Woo!
Sorenson.
No, I'll go sleep.
His book of the week is Sleep.
I picked Gay Sex as my book of the week. Saga number 12. So this had to do a lot with Robot 4?
Robot Chicken?
4?
Yes.
Yeah. And his hunt for I always forget their name, Elena and Marco, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, their kid's name's Gwendolyn.
Hazel's a kid.
Hazel. Who's Gwendolyn? Oh, that's
The bounty hunter,
the bounty hunter.
ex-girlfriend.
I can't keep track of names. It's just... But this is just him hunting, and it's a really good story of just him. I like this a lot. This is the most I think you've ever dealt with him as a character.
Yeah.
And
It's a good end too.
yeah, we just
Yeah.
gotta wait 3 months for the next
Wasn't
issue.
expecting that at all. I was
Goddamn
like,
cliffhanger.
Got me.
Yeah, so you get 3 months to the next issue. The best part of this was that little freaking mole seal thing.
Yeah.
That guy was awesome. He was my favorite part of the whole comic.
It's a couple of cool characters. The little the medic.
Yeah, that was the mole seal guy.
Well, no, yeah, well, what was the other one? The one that leads him to when the Prince Robot lands on the planet to find the writer, and
yeah.
he's like the guide or whatever.
Yeah, he's like the only guy wandering.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just him hunting them down and realizing that she read this book, and now he goes and searches for this author. And he comes across him and he's just questioning them as to where Marco and Elena are.
He's a sassy Cyclops too.
I know. But yeah, it was a really good story. This was one of the better issues that had very little of them. I think this is one
he
of
was
the
related to Leela. Futurama.
Yeah.
Here's your dad. Yeah. So,
That's what it looked like. Just saying.
I could see it. That's not the first thing I thought of when I saw. I'm like, all right, Futurama page. But yeah, 3 months until the next issue. You got to wait till August. Wait, no, July.
So why is he doing these little hiatuses? Is it like
Because Fiona Staples, she draws it, colors it, and does all the lettering. So they want to keep it on track, so they never.
So
fall
she does it in
behind.
like chunks or whatever.
No, she does it all the time. Like she does, it's her full time job. But they just give her. They take the book off so the book never falls behind too far. Like if they do a 2 month break, that's not too bad.
Yeah,
And the graphic novel comes out 1 month, and you have a month wait. And then, yeah.
that's not so bad.
Yeah.
Hurry up! Hurry the fuck up! You got a staple. Chop chop. Shit's good, but come on. Okay.
We're so out of it this podcast.
We're very tired.
I think I got like
Weird.
3 hours of sleep last night.
Craycroft, what's your
Yeah.
book of the week?
What? Oh, Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye number 9, is it?
9.
Yeah.
It was very good.
It was good. It was a disjointed storytelling situation with all the broads.
I liked that it
He's
was.
a ladies' man.
I liked that it was like it took off from that one scene basically in
Yeah.
the previous issue. That was pretty cool. Because I was wondering about that last issue. I was like, they can't like, just leave that hanging. Like all three of them standing there going, "What the fuck's going on?" And then it goes right into this issue. So it was cool.
It was like a Robert Altman comic. It was very interesting. And then, goddamn spoiler ending. I'm not going to say it. It's a heartbreaker.
Yeah, that
Ugh.
sucked.
Yeah.
And you can buy that shirt, right?
The shirt on the cover?
The shirt's
Yeah,
on the
you were
cover?
telling me.
It's
about
on WeLoveFine.com is the one place I know that has it. They have a bunch of really awesome fucking comic shirts. A little pricey, but well, I guess really almost every comic shirt now is at least $20.
Styling Online was like $25 for a
Yeah,
shirt.
that's what they are. Well, they do sales though, so you can catch it for like $18 or $19 sometimes. But
You'd probably make it yourself, too.
yeah, you can probably just cut the cover off and
Yeah.
staple it to your shirt.
This works.
I heart Hawkeye. Fuck you. They had a bunch of Hawkeye shirts on there though. They were hyping the shit out of them.
Was it all from this series, though?
No, they had a little, I think maybe like a Lego Hawkeye looking thing.
What?
They had a couple classic ones. They had the Avengers looking Hawkeye, or the Avengers movie looking Hawkeye. And
So my only fear from the Hawkeye book is they're going to try and make his own movie now, and it's going to be horrible.
no, if they do anything like the Hawkeye and the Avengers, I'd
Was
no
the Hawkeye
fucking
book
dessert.
even successful?
The Hawkeye book? Yeah, the Hawkeye book's one of their top-selling books.
Yeah, it's pretty big for him.
It'd be a killer movie. It'd be if you like let some indie film guy make it,
Oh, that's the problem is they're not going to do
like
that.
500 Days of Summer with Hawkeye.
I'm pretty sure,
I don't want to be super depressed while watching a Hawkeye movie. Like, stop.
but I'm pretty sure if they do a Hawkeye movie, it's going to be straight from the Avengers movie Hawkeye. That's going to be terrible.
They have
Yeah,
Black Widow. Yeah.
Of course, I have Black Widow.
He's
Fuck
a good
yeah,
actor.
he's got Black
He's a
Widow.
good actor. He's a good
Jeremy
actor.
Renner?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and other stuff. But yeah, no. But no, they won't do that. They're not. They're
I don't know. Ant-Man's getting his own movie.
yeah. He doesn't have his own comic, so there you go.
I'm just saying.
Well, the Ant-Man movie looks sick.
It does look really good.
It's Edgar Wright. You're going to tell me that this is going to be the first bad Edgar Wright movie?
No, but I'm just saying it's going to be the least successful Marvel movie that they've done.
No, they've farted out a million.
No,
shitty movies.
since they've done the whole relaunch with Iron Man and everything.
Incredible Hulk is always going to tank the worst. It's a terrible movie.
Incredible Hulk did really well for him, though.
Not really. Not comparatively.
I think with the schedule of releasing it, like it's coming after Avengers 2 and all the other sequels, people are going to go watch it because they're going to be riding
Is
the
Ant-Man
wave.
after Avengers 2? I thought it was before.
Ant-Man and Doctor Strange is supposed to be in Wave
Wave
3.
three.
It's like all the sequels, the Captain America and Thor and all that, Avengers 2, all that is like the Wave 2 stuff, or Phase 2 or whatever. And then the only thing that I have listed for the Phase 3 is Ant-Man, Doctor Strange.
So, Guardians is next year, right?
Yeah, and that's part of
Captain America, and then Guardians,
That's part of Phase 2.
and then Avengers 2.
Well, that's cool. So, what was your pick of the week, Cobble?
Archer and Armstrong. I love this book.
The book is fantastic.
It's so good.
How do you not read any Valiant stuff?
It's pretty easy.
You need to.
All right.
Get on
I'm a
that.
very busy young man.
Well, after you write your 20-page paper.
You write 20 pages on Archer and Armstrong. I want it on my desk tomorrow.
Incredible Hulk made $134 million.
Yeah, that blows for a Marvel movie.
But how much did it cost them to make that movie?
55 or yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry. Worldwide made $263 million.
Who cares about the world? No one does.
It cost $150 million to make.
Yeah, so it didn't even profit. So you're right. It did great.
It did. What? It did great.
Well, if you
America wants to profit here, and then
if you account for all the marketing all the money they spent on marketing, it probably didn't make anything.
Did better than Green Lantern.
Well, yeah. How much did Green Lantern cost? Like $300 million to make.
200.
And they put a shit ton of marketing out for that, and it's still, yeah.
Archer and Armstrong.
Archer Armstrong was awesome. It's kind of the end of the current storyline where they find the Geomancer and they're fighting against the Null? Is that what they're called?
Yeah, the Null.
This is pretty cool. I just love this book. It's really good. I was a big fan of the original Archer Armstrong, and this is different because it's very modern. It's very of the times, but it's very well done. I love how every time Archer fights, they have the little caption box that talks about the style he's using.
Fighting.
And then when like he's basically possessed in this issue by the Null being thing, and he's fighting everybody, and it shows him using this whatever fighting style, and then it shows the Eternal Warrior Jalad. It's like his fighting style was Jalad Adipata's fighting style. Like he has his own after like thousands of years of fighting over and over and over. They have to put out an Eternal Warrior book or a Geomancer.
Even just a miniseries.
Yeah.
Did you want to talk about the best part of the book? The preview at the back of it?
Oh, I love it. It has a preview of Quantum and Woody. Oh my God, it looks so good. And did you realize that the writer is the guy that writes the End Times of Bram and Ben?
Fantastic.
So I didn't realize it was the same dude, but that's going to be awesome. Like I'm really stoked about that.
They're doing a variant for it?
The fucking variant. Valiant retweeted me on it last night, too. That's awesome. They've got 4 variant covers like they always do. They do like a 1 in... Like they do a regular, they do like a pull box variant, and then they do like a 1 in 25 and a 1 in 50.
1 in 50 or 1 in 100.
I hope it's a 1 in 50 because I'd really like to get one of these. There's like a Marcos Martin is doing one. He's the guy that did Private Eye with Brian K. Vaughan, the digital books we talked about a couple weeks ago. He's done one of the covers. Andrew Robinson is doing one of the covers. It looks really good. And then the other cover is Tom Fowler, the regular artist, and it's the QR voice variant, which they did on Exo Manowar. It's got the little Show Manowar. It's got the little UPC thing.
It's QR.
Most fun what the fuck QR is.
Learn.
You scan it with your phone, and a little mouth pops up, and it talks to you. And it was pretty cool. But this one, the QR voice variant, is a goat. I'm so fucking happy. I hope it just bass at you. I just want it to fucking bat at you. That would be amazing.
Does that mean your favorite Green Lantern is Baz?
Yes. He is the black sheep of the family.
The brown sheep.
Just as a quick side note to help people understand Sean's love of goats.
I love goats.
I am in the search for goat rental for his.
You can't rent a goat in this town. It's fucked up. Why is there not a goat rental in Brevard County?
All you gotta do is hop over to like Chulota or whatever the hell. I'm sure there's goats everywhere.
Yeah,
That's where Scott Hall lives.
Where's
Scott Hall lives with DDP right now.
Does he really?
Yes. He's helping him get better from his drug thing. They post pictures. It's awesome.
Is Scott Hall doing yoga?
Yes! So great. You need to follow DDP on Twitter to witness this.
Doing it right now.
He posts a photo like every day of it. It's so great.
Oh, God damn it. Goats, though, huh?
What's that little fucking town in between here and Orlando that...
Hollopaw?
Hollopaw. I bet we could go to Hollopaw and
Town, USA? Yeah.
we could find a goat in Hollopaw for rent. I guarantee it. It might be a well...
You can
We
find
just
a
steal
lot.
Yeah, I bet it's a well-used goat,
horrifying.
but we could find one in
This is
Hollopaw.
horrifying.
Hollopaw is this little town that's in between Melbourne and Orlando. And
It has one functioning light.
Yeah,
it's
and
just a blinking yellow
it's just
light at all
country and
times.
swamp, and people like you can go out and buy like an acre of land out there for like $1,000, and people would go out and just buy this land and just put trailers out there, and it's like they're going hunting land on the weekends.
There's also a restaurant and a gas station.
Yes.
And then you go into Harmony, which is like in fancy neighborhood.
Somebody was telling me that somebody I worked with was telling me they go to Hollopaw every year for a mudding competition.
No, you said it right. It's mudding.
Mudding.
Let's just move on to the next book.
So Armstrong's really good. I like this book a lot. I guess next issue is a good jumping on point because this is kind of the end of this story.
Next issue is the 0 issue.
Oh, okay, awesome. And they're doing the Epic of Gilgamesh in that issue, so it's going to be really good.
That's awesome.
I like how they go in this book. They flash back to various points in history and put Armstrong or the Eternal Warrior in throughout history.
It's only for like 2 or 3 pages, which is awesome.
It's neat though. So buy this book, buy all the Valiant stuff. Everything Valiant's doing right now is really good. And right now is a pretty good time to jump on a lot of their books. Like they got all the trades out, the first trades.
Yeah, they're 4 issues for $10.
It's a good deal because they're $4 books.
Yeah,
so
I save about $2 on them. Follow them now.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, we'll go next. Avengers.
Okay. Did you read Avenger?
Yeah.
New Universal number 9. That's what we'll call it.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the next one. I believe it'll be Alpha Flight in there.
Yeah, they did show a little.
I think that's the first appearance of Alpha Flight in the new 616, right?
Yeah, they keep trying every couple of years. They try to throw an Alpha Flight book.
I love Alpha Flight.
I love the original Alpha Flight, but every time they try to redo it, something happens. Actually, the last one wasn't too bad. It just didn't last.
Is Puck in Alpha Flight? Do I got these characters?
Yeah.
Puck. Well, he's in
Uncanny X-Men or X-Force.
Well, they've bastardized every team. I mean,
right, but that's where Puck's originally from.
No one thinks of Wolverine as an Avenger.
Yeah. Yeah, Puck was and the team they showed in the little panel was pretty cool looking. It was like a Sasquatch and I guess
Guardian
and an Aurora North Star kind of looking character
called Guardiana.
But that looked cool. I like this book. This book still is awesome.
I'm so glad they have the recap pages. I forget so much that happens.
There's a lot happening in this book every issue,
and so many characters to keep track of too.
The one big flaw in this is when they let Ex Nihilo or whatever,
the guy from Legend,
they just let him like, oh, okay, you tried to kill everybody and destroy the Earth and blah blah blah. We're just gonna let you chill up here on Mars.
Chill on Mars.
You'll never do anything bad again.
Why is Mars the jumping off point for it?
I don't know. Well, just they had to know, like, yeah, we're gonna leave you here and you're not gonna do anything else. No, we're gonna have to come back and fuck with you.
The fight scenes at the very end were really good, really well drawn. I forget who drew. I don't remember if that was. I don't think it was one of the keywords that drew it. I don't remember. It might have been an opinion.
It was Tori Spelling.
It was Tori Spelling.
She drew it. That's unfortunate.
It's her new E show.
Tori Spelling draws Avengers.
It is.
Tori and Dean do comics.
Batman Lil Gotham was fantastic.
This book's fun.
I was not expecting it to be that great.
I knew it would be fun, but I would expect it to be this good either. If you miss Tiny Titans and you like the Superman Family Adventures and stuff like that, this will fill your need.
The art's very...
The art's original.
Yeah, it's clever, but it's just...
I will give them...
No kid would read this. If it's supposed to be a kid book, no kid's going to read it.
No, this is definitely appealing to the adults that like kids' books.
It's the only way you're going to get Damien now.
It's like Adventure Time Batman.
Yeah.
Only way you'll get Damien in your comic books now.
Yeah, Sean said I should read it, and then I kind of flipped through it. I was like, I don't like the art that much.
It's very busy.
Yeah.
But I'll try to read it.
It's a pretty quick read, too. It's not one of those books where the art's going to distract you from it. Like, it goes pretty fast. It's good.
I think is it originally a webcomic?
Yeah.
Like a digital comic?
It's one of the digital, like, three digital issues as one issue, I think, or maybe 2.
Well, DC released a thing saying it was the highest selling kids comic of the year.
Wow.
It's because they decided to call it a kids comic. It's not a kids comic. There's nothing similar between this and like Young Justice or
mainly because Franco and Balthazar have nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
No, this is completely the book appealing to adults that like kids comics.
Is Young Justice getting canceled?
I don't know. It's still in solicitation.
I don't think so. I think it's popular enough to keep going.
It's good.
I think, I mean, if they start knocking out all these kids' books, like they're going to kill themselves. Like they've got to have something.
They keep knocking out kids. They're going to die.
I knock out kids every once in a while, so I can't go to schools.
Yeah. To tell everyone when I moved to a new town.
Jason, did you read Batman and Robin 19?
That was the one with the girl from The Dark Knight.
Yeah. The 1986 one?
No, I didn't care.
Oh. You read it, right?
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, it wasn't as good as 18. But it's still good.
Well, it's kind of hard to follow that up.
Yeah.
I thought it was really good in its own way. Like, I like how I like how the cover was actually kind of accurate. It shows her as Robin,
And she's in there as Robin.
but she is dressed as Robin, but she's dressed as Robin because she's at a Halloween party dressed as Robin. And it's
That's
kind
why
of
it's exactly why I didn't read it.
Yeah.
'Cause
Oh no, they just did it to get sales, and she was
Yeah.
in it for what? Maybe 5 pages total.
These
But it was good.
WTF
Like the reason that she was in there enough, and they explain why she's in there.
I don't think she'll be coming back anytime soon.
Now they're supposed to she's supposed to, from what I've heard, not at every issue, but she's supposed to be a pretty big player.
Whoopity doo.
I didn't like that much in the
The
Dark Knight.
best was the Frankenstein stuff in this book.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Yeah, we were talking about how it's like, did Frankenstein accidentally get printed? In
Yeah,
Batman?
if you're reading this book,
Ooh, Frank and Robin.
that's basically what he's trying to do.
That's what he was trying to do.
Are you kidding?
He
He's trying-
kidnaps Frankenstein. He basically captures Frankenstein and kidnaps him and takes him to the original Frankenstein castle in the Arctic and is holding him captive to make him teach him.
Batman?
Yeah, to make him teach him how to raise Robin from the dead. Like he straight up was, you came back from the dead. I want a Frankenstein Robin. Basically, that's what the book's
Oh,
about.
that'd be good.
It's pretty cool. Like it's but
It's not going to happen.
No, you're reading it and you're like, it's real because last month I don't remember what book it was, but they misprinted a couple some books.
Batwing, or no, Stormwatch had Batwing pages.
Yeah, so they actually put Batwing pages in the middle of it. So like you're reading, you're like, what the fuck? And really, that's what you think is happening. You're flipping, you're like Batman, Frankenstein, and it's like the same kind of
art styles,
art style and word balloons and like the same captions they use with the shade net and all that from the Frankenstein book. And I'm like, did they totally fucking misprint a Frankenstein page in the middle of this because it just doesn't fit? But then at the end of the page, Frankenstein someone comes out and like captures Frankenstein. And you're like, what the fuck? And then you realize it was Batman, and he's got him held captive. And he's like, you're gonna teach me how to raise Robin from the dead. He's like, no, that's not how it works. Like you can't do this. He goes,
And then Red Robin comes because that's why it was titled
Robin.
Yum.
yum.
Yeah, and he's hardly in the book. And he's just trying to convince Batman. It's like, you're doing this wrong. You can't do this.
But when he breaks in,
Oh, stop it, Red Robin.
Yeah, that's pretty much
when
it.
Red
Go
Robin
fuck
breaks
yourself.
in, he like breaks in, and there's Batman with like.
Arms and legs.
He's got a bunch of bodies on a table that he'd stolen from like bodies, places where they donate bodies to science, and he's got all these
Body farm.
body farms, and he's got Frankenstein laying there in pieces, like the head is off the body, and then Frankenstein's like, a little help.
Knock
here.
it off, asshole.
Yeah, he's like, a little help here.
From Shade?
It was good. Like I didn't expect it to go this way at all. Like I was not expecting Batman to lose his shit, and
I didn't know Batman was Wiccan.
I don't remember if next issue is Nightwing or if it's Red Hood. I think it's Nightwing.
I don't know. Yeah, but again,
I'll buy that one.
it was misleading because it says the title is Batman and Red Robin, and Red Robin is only in it for 3 pages maybe.
If that, yeah.
And the appearance is good. Like he's like, sorry, Batman, but you can't do this shit. Sorry,
Yeah.
but it's good.
Yeah.
I like Frankenstein.
And then regular Batman, 19. I did not like this as much as previous issue.
That's why I didn't read that. I read that one first. I'm like, enough of this. And then I quit.
I thought it was okay.
It was all right. It's a filler issue. That's
It's a 2-issue filler before 0 year.
I would rather they've done a nice 2-issue mini story than 2 standalones that had nothing to do with each other. And the first one was pretty good. This one's just like Clayface. Like you're not gonna really awe me with Clayface. Like sorry. And then like the cover, Batman holding a gun on Gordon,
Later
like-
find out it's just Clayface.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's very ham-fisted.
So ordinarily is delicious.
Yes, a fistful of ham is awesome.
That's what we call every time we fight on Easter. Hand fisting.
Oh,
That's an interesting website here, but hamfisting.com.
Handfisting.com, yeah.
I don't know.
People always wonder whatever happened to the pig from Babe, Pig in the City. There you go. He turned to porn. Handfisting.com.
Sometimes the city just eats you
Stop ruining my
alive.
childhood.
And there's your title.
Booty titty ham fisting. So I mean, it's a Batman book. It was okay. It's not.
It's the weakest of the 19 so far.
Yeah.
This is the weakest of the, 70 or whatever, of all the bad books.
No, I don't know. Some of the Dark Knight books have been horrible.
Oh yeah.
I mean, not that. I mean, it looked shitty, I thought. Like
I don't think
Gordon.
it didn't look.
I think Gordon looked
bad.
retarded.
I thought it looked fine.
It was part of it.
Gordon looked like a creep.
Part of it is this book has been so good to have a really issue like this. He just really notices all the more. You're like, man, I'm so used to this book being like first thing I read every week. You know, when it comes out, or every month it comes out, and like so good, and you wrote it here. It's like when it's bad, it makes it even worse. Like
you can tell though that they just make these garbage issues for this month.
Yeah.
So fuck you.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if the year 0 was supposed to have started this month, but they had to do that WTF, so they just shoved a whole fucking issue. Like they instead of like in the other books where they
sweeps month for fucking comics. Like, why do you have to do anything? You worried about Age of Ultron? Good news, it sucks.
It's like with the other books, they jam like a panel or two or a page in. Like this feels like they're like, all right, hurry up and pump out a fucking book real quick. We can shove in before year 0.
You could jam your panel.
Jam my Batman in your month.
Hand fist this panel in.
So was Constantine 2 just as good as Constantine 1? Because I don't want to talk about hand fisting anymore.
I like Constantine. I think it's a good book.
It's good.
It
had the Spectre, and the Spectre was necessary in the story.
Wait, the Spectre was actually in this one?
Yeah.
Okay. It wasn't just
their bullshit cover actually fit. It was one of the few of the WTF covers that actually was useful.
And it wasn't just like a scene. Like it shows him. It shows him earlier.
He's gonna be back.
Is that what it says?
I'm gonna be back, Constantine. My word.
Showy, I'm gonna be back.
No, I had no idea. He's from Louisiana. Guarantee I'll take your home.
Great. He's the Cajun cook, and he happens to be on Duck Dynasty also.
So.
Man, Duck Dynasty.
It's actually Psy. Psy is.
I'm okay with that.
Duck
Dynasty is fantastic.
I've never watched it.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
It's pretty good, actually.
So good.
I watch Honey Boo Boo. Is it that good?
It's a different kind of train wreck. Totally different kind.
It's just a bunch of billionaire rednecks that have no idea what to do with their money.
You watch Buck Wild?
Yeah, but with less dudes dying in a freak accident in the
Count me out.
You know what comes back this Tuesday night? Deadliest Catch.
Jesus
Christ.
I've watched a couple of. I've watched like 4 or 5 episodes of Deadliest Catch, and the first couple of watches, I was like, okay, this is kind of neat. But like, really, how exciting is it to watch the same shit happen every episode?
Matt and I have watched every season of that show. We're DVRing the shit out of it.
Couples have things like that.
Yeah, that's your couple time.
Every Tuesday night is our couple time.
Just curl up on the couch.
Turn your phone off, dim the lights.
Sarah just sits on the couch nodding in disapproval with Rose, just like, God damn those two.
Do you switch off the box of popcorn with the hole cut out in the bottom?
Yes.
Who's the outer spoon?
Oh, God.
Fucking rank this guy.
So, Constantine. It is a very good combination of the Justice League Dark Constantine and the Vertigo Constantine.
It has the adventure quality.
Yeah, it's not as weird and dark as the Vertigo, but that's okay because you don't have all the baggage of Vertigo. Like, one of the reasons Hellblazer just died off is because you couldn't just pick up that book and start like later on. Like you had to read from the
300 issues. Or?
Ended at 300.
Yeah,
you couldn't. It wasn't one of those ones where every couple of years they put a starting point on there or they'd recap. Like they threw you right in the middle.
And it's thick stories. Like, it's good.
But everyone referenced shit that happened 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Like and you can't, but this it has that like dark. Like, he's still a fucking rat bastard, and he's...
Are they making a second movie?
I've heard the new one is in the works. I don't know.
With Keanu?
No, like, they're supposed... Well, actually, they're making the Justice League Dark movie.
Oh, yeah.
And he's going to be in that, but it's supposed...
Keanu?
No. Constantine. But they're supposed to make him... I don't know who's going to play it, but they said they're going to cast accurately to the book.
Oh, that's cool.
So Ryan Reynolds...
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking...
Hitmaker Ryan Reynolds.
Justin Gordon-Levitt, maybe?
No.
Yeah, he's going to be in everything now.
He can't be Nightwing. He can't be Batman anymore, so it moves over to Constantine.
But this... I like because they bring up some of the other, like, supernatural characters in the universe. And, he's a rat bastard. And it's kind of like in
the kid stole his cigarettes.
Yeah, that was awesome. And it's also the same where it's like he doesn't win everything. Like in the Hellblazer book, he got the shaft a lot. Like he lost as much as he won. And like so far, he is in this book too. Like he gets beat up, he gets kidnapped, his kid steals his cigarettes. He loses. He's basically trying to find the pieces of his compass. He loses the first.
He pretty much got his ass handed to him the whole issue.
Yeah, he's not. So like. But at the same time, you're like, you don't feel bad for him. You're like, you're a dick. Like, you like him, but you're like, yeah, you deserve that.
Fuck, I don't know.
But you don't feel bad he's
But
getting
I like
his ass
Negan
whipped.
from Walking Dead, so what do I know?
But I like him, but you don't feel bad he's getting his ass whipped. You're like, oh yeah, he had the ass whipping coming.
You like Negan, really?
Yeah, why not?
Because it's just, I mean, I get him as a character, but it just,
Yeah, I mean, I like him as a person.
yeah. No, I
It's like a story for the...
I get the use for his character. Anyways, Walking Dead.
You don't do Walking Dead. I'm reading this in trade, so I'm not current on it.
This was a Negan-free.
Yeah, this is like setting up the next large arc.
Yeah, there's just Maggie dealing with her stay on
They said
Hilltop
somebody was
now.
going to die in this issue, but then it didn't, right?
I don't think they said anyone was going to die. I mean, no one died. Why is it on? Yeah, no one died this issue. So I don't remember them advertising anyone dying. This has to do with Maggie on Hilltop, and then...
Are you up? You're not up to...
No, I'm like 3 issues behind, unfortunately.
Why she's bummed out? Do you know why she's bummed out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I've read like 100 and 101, maybe 102. So
That was brutal.
yeah, that was one of the most brutal scenes I've ever seen in the comic.
The stark contrast from the god-awful TV show.
You're caught up? Oh, you're not caught up.
I think we got to 7 last night.
Yeah, I think we
7 or
finished
8.
7.
Oof.
We're powering through it.
Yeah.
And like every episode, like, and we are talking about the show right now.
Yeah.
Every episode, I'm like, I have to watch the next one. It's so fucking bad.
You keep thinking the next one's going to be better, right?
Yeah, and there's scenes, there are like little shining moments of every episode. We're like, all right, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We're like, it's different enough from the show or from the book that you're like, all right, this is cool. I like this like alternative version of the book. This is neat. And then you're like,
Daryl's not in the book, so obviously the whole series has been some sort of different.
yeah. But then it's like crazy different now. Like there's so many characters that aren't even in the book yet. I mean, like the governor is a complete new character. Like Merle, of course, it's. I mean, there are parts of the book that are great, but the show that are great, but there's so much bad. And
Has
like,
Lori died yet in yours?
yeah, like the last episode, I think. No, this is the episode after where he's dealing with the phone.
Okay.
He's like going ape shit. Like he keeps
Oh,
getting
yeah,
calls.
it gets better.
I think this is
Because remember the phone thing in the book?
yeah.
It was cool. It was really well written and interesting. I can't wait till you see the next couple episodes.
They're what are they doing now? They're on their way.
They're on their way to
They're
the
raping
town.
the story.
Yeah, they're on their way to Woodbury right now.
Their hand
Well, they just
Yeah.
got to Woodbury.
Yeah, so it's I don't know. I mean, like just little bad directing points and
little.
well, there's a lot of big, but there's also a lot of little stuff that you need to go.
Yeah, I
back
guess
to
it is little bad directing.
Here's
stuff
the question.
and
Do you
massive.
do you still watch it?
Yeah, I watched every episode.
Okay, so it's doing their job.
Oh, yeah, I pay
it's
for
getting
it.
you to
I don't
watch
have
every
cable.
episode. I'm just saying.
They're not making money off
back
me.
and watch every episode. You watch every episode.
They don't know. That's not what they want. They want you to watch it on television.
That you're watching
That's
every
it.
episode.
That's how they get their money.
It doesn't matter. You're still watching.
They just-
Kirkman gets his money from the comic book.
Yeah.
You're buying the comic book, so he gets his money that way.
He gets
And
his money from all kinds of shit.
And he's in charge of that show.
They honestly don't. Yeah, well, then it's his goddamn fault this thing's so bad.
It's I don't know. Just I mean, obviously there's a decent budget. I mean, it's not like a Showtime HBO budget or anything. But there's obviously a decent
You
budget.
want to
for the
continue
show.
watching it? You want to watch season 4?
Maybe.
So you're hate watching at this point.
Now, yeah. At the end of this season, yeah. And I'll probably give it 2-3 episodes tops. And if it doesn't fucking get good, I'm probably gonna.
Why don't
tap
you
out.
stop watching it then? Why
Because-
you want to hate watch it? Just stop watching it.
It's the same thing. Like, did you watch Batman Forever?
Yeah, when I was 6.
Oh, that's right. You're young.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I watched the first 2 Batman movies and they were good, and then the next one was garbage, and then I watched the Batman and Robin movie. Yeah, you give it a fucking shot. You know the source material is quality.
See, I'm not hate watching it. I still enjoy it,
You will be.
but there's so. To me, the good outweighs the bad right now.
Yeah.
But it's getting
enjoy it.
close.
I accept the fact that they're two
Oh,
completely
it's about to change.
Yeah, I mean, there's some
Oh.
cool shit. There's definitely some cool shit. There's
Well, I accept the fact that it's two completely different things. Okay, I
do too.
don't want to watch what I already read exactly because I already read it. I don't need
But
to
no.
watch everything word for word, page for panel for panel. I'm
People
okay
are
with the
taking
changes.
their love for the book and allowing it to pepper the fact that this TV show sucks and making it and giving it so much leeway. Because the TV show is probably the worst fucking A&E show.
AMC.
As for AMC, yeah, whatever.
I
This is probably the
watch
worst
Mad Men.
AMC show.
Well, it's hard to top Breaking Bad. I mean, they're not
No
aiming
shit.
to be better than Breaking Bad.
And Mad Men. I mean,
Your Mad Men's super boring.
so it's written better.
It's so fucking boring.
At least it's not psychopathic and horribly written. It's the most schizophrenic show on TV because who the hell knows who's writing it like the next episode?
So bad.
They need to stick with the goddamn showrunner and let him run the goddamn
For
show.
Walking Dead?
I'm guessing that it's Robert Kirkman that's ruining this fucking show.
I don't think it's Robert
'Cause
Kirkman.
he's the
I know
one
they
that's
have a new-
static.
Well, the director who directed the last episode isn't the one who directed the rest of the season.
Right.
Yeah.
That's kind of a problem.
Well, because he left. Oh, they've had 3 different directors in
They've
3
had
seasons.
3 different showrunners, which is unheard of. That's the problem. There's a reason that people keep dropping
There
off
is
the show.
not one vision for this show. It's
Right.
been a whole bunch of dudes.
That's
trying
the
to-
problem.
And like we got to go in one direction, and you can see the breaks. You can see it going
Yeah.
in one direction, and then you're like, oh, what's
You
going
can
on?
see it from episode to episode when like whoever's dropped off this episode.
And then, like,
whoever directed the second half of the second season did a great job. I thought that was really
They
good.
did a good job of trying to fix the problems of the first
Yeah.
half of the season.
I don't know if that was the same guy who did the third season or not.
the Nicotero or Mazzara or whoever.
Whoever did the second half of the second
I
season.
don't even know anymore.
Yeah. But I don't know. Don't get me wrong. It's not my favorite show. I think it's really good though. But I'll still watch it. I don't have a problem watching it. I'll still read the books. I won't hate watch it though.
If they can have one cohesive vision for the next season, that's the only way to save it. If
It's
they keep
still
going
the
through
most highest viewed show on Sunday nights. There's
gives a shit.
It's not going to get canceled with.
I'm not saying it's Metallica sells a lot of records. Like,
I'm just saying.
who gives a fuck?
Oh,
There's
Death Magnetic.
There's no,
Exactly.
You're saying save it like it's going to get canceled. It's not. There's no.
No, it's
No,
not.
I'm saying save it, like make it good. I don't give a fuck if it's on TV or not.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
No, it's not going
obvious.
anywhere. I don't give a shit. It's not-
I'm hoping maybe they'll, like I said, it's at least to me so far it hasn't jumped the shark yet, but they're circling that shark, man. Like I can see it. Like it's still good. I'm not hate watching it.
You haven't even gotten
But-
into like the evil governor yet, have you?
He just started doing like they show him.
He has both of his eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't even gone. You haven't even seen the. I can't wait till you finish this.
Oh, but Andrea, yeah, I hate that bitch more and more every episode.
Yeah. Well, I think that was the point.
Yeah,
of this.
yeah.
It's-
I don't know. All right.
Yeah, that character who is good in the book.
Oh yeah,
that's in the book.
That's
Yeah.
another one that you're just like. I mean, I understand that a lot of the show was different because
Yeah.
Kirkman had he's like, this is stuff I couldn't do in the book because I was rushed. I didn't think it was going to last long. Okay, cool. He has a different vision for it. He wants to play it out. That's cool. But Andrea alone is drastically a different character.
Yeah.
From the beginning, she's been a drastically different character.
You have no idea. Like, yeah. If you're gonna, I mean, half the characters weren't in the book anyway.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah,
But-
because they bring something like I can tell.
Those drastic changes can be to these characters. Why not?
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing I don't like. This whole bullshit about like what happens to Andrea, like as far as a character and in this book or in this TV show, is complete bullshit compared to like if he's going to say that that's what if he was intending to do that in the book. Bullshit. You wouldn't have gone 109 issues with her being alive.
And if I see one more moist panty Daryl stroking Facebook post from some random bitch on
Oh, it's gonna happen.
fucking shoot myself
It's
in
all
the
over the
face.
place.
Oh my god, get over
Just
it.
wait till they discover Boondock Saints from 10 years ago.
Oh no. Get the
Oh,
fuck
no.
over it.
There's no way they'll like that movie. That movie's fucking shit. That movie's pure shit.
Movie's fun though.
Who cares? The movie sucks. Everyone loves that movie, and it's garbage. If it was good, he'd have a second movie.
There was a second Boondock Saints.
No, that was good.
You're saying Blade 3, or was he in Blade 2?
It was Blade 3.
No, not the actor. I'm talking about the dickhead that made the movie. They made a documentary about that asshole that's better than Boondock Saints. It's about like his overnight success train wreck of a life. Oh,
Yeah,
so
that guy's a mess.
Ooh, it's like. You ever hear of Suicide Kings? You ever see that movie? Okay, when there was like a time when that movie came out and Boondock Saints and all these movies came out that were like sweating the shit out of Quentin Tarantino because you need 2 of them. You need another Quentin Tarantino because he makes like 6 movies in 30 or 20 years. So yeah, they want so badly to have a second awesome filmmaker that they're just like, this is awesome, blah. But like Suicide Kings is an excellent movie. is a great fucking movie. Nobody gives a shit about it compared to Boondock Saints. They talk about Boondock Saints like it's the greatest movie that came out that year.
Suicide Kings is far superior. I love Suicide Kings.
Boondock Saints is garbage. Straight
I
garbage.
just want to say that in the show when Daryl had well, it's second season.
Season's over. Oh.
Season's over. So this is the second season. I think it was when Dale was dying, that hadn't been bitten.
And the second season.
In the second season. And he takes the gun from Rick, and I totally had a Boondock Saints moment and started laughing.
Oh, they did that shit on purpose too. Like, you're looking up the barrel and you're like, yeah, this is totally. You
I thought Old Yeller. That's right. Every time they have to kill, so like when you saw Lori get killed. So when I saw Carl getting ready to go shoot Lori, I'm like, no, it's my dog. That's all I think is Old Yeller. Because that's the tone they're setting, is Old fucking Yeller. They're not taking it and making it as good as they could be.
Well, one of the things that drives me crazy, and they don't show. I don't remember them showing much of this in the book, but like in the show, like they're all covered in gore all the time. Like everybody is drenched in fucking zombie blood all the time. But when they got to the prison, they were like, "Sweet, we can take showers now."
I
Yeah,
don't think they've taken one fucking shower.
No, Rick comes out fucking.
The guy gets swarthier and
yeah,
swarthier.
he comes out like he goes on his little like psychotic break with his axe, killing all the zombies in the prison, and he comes into the room and he is squeaky fucking clean from head to toe. But my point is like,
it gets worse, dude.
You know, everybody's infected. When you die, you become a zombie. Cool. But you're telling me that if a zombie bites you, it enhances it. Yeah, but why when they get zombie blood in their mouth splashed in their face, is it not like, you know, enhancing
it? Could be
because aliens. Okay.
Because aliens.
It could be a venom situation. Venom and poison. Like if you ingest poison, then you're fucked. But if you ingest venom, you're not.
Yeah, maybe.
It could be that kind of a situation.
Let's just go.
They could be venomous zombies.
Venomous zombies.
Let's just move on to Sledgehammer 44.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
Sledgehammer 44 was really good.
Walking Dead 109 was good too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good book. Okay.
We sort of talked about it. But Sledgehammer 44.
Well, Walking Dead is just setting up something else.
Yeah.
So.
Sledgehammer 44. It's 2 of 2.
Oh, God. It was
Go pick up both issues. I don't think issue 1 sold out, did it?
Yeah, no, issue 1 sold out. They have a second printing now.
Oh, okay. It's good. Answers a lot of questions. I wasn't sure if it'd be able to answer all the questions.
Yeah, issue 1 was good only because you were expecting something good coming in the second issue.
And this was awesome. I love what they did here, and I'm assuming they're going to do more. They have to. Like, I mean, they can't just. I mean, it's not like they left it on a cliffhanger, but they left it very open.
Have to, isn't it? Mike Mignola or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see him not doing this anymore.
I don't know. Well, he's also. Looks like he's trying to wrap up the Hellboy stuff, maybe stick with BPRD, so maybe he'll throw the...
There's a BPRD movie coming out, isn't there? No.
I don't know.
R.I.P.D.
Yeah.
With Ryan Reynolds.
If you didn't read Sledgehammer 44 number 1, it's basically, it's a World War II, fighting the Nazis, and this little a little group of guys, I don't know, there's probably a dozen of them, maybe. No, maybe not that many. They're there to back up this guy, or what they think is like a guy in a suit. They don't know if it's a giant robot, not giant, but like a big robot, or a big guy in an Iron Man kind of clunky suit. But
it's like Andre the Giant.
Yeah. And he fights the Nazis, and he gets injured, is dying, and they take him, and they still don't know if there's a guy in it, if it's a robot, if it's remote controlled, what. And they're trying to bring it back, and they basically get stopped by Germans who are pretending to be Americans, and...
rock and roll, roaring 20s.
So they, you get to see them like hull up against these Germans and fight them, and trying to save themselves and save this suit / robot. They don't know. So they explain what it is with the Sledgehammer 44, and it's cool. And it's only 2 issues. Like, it's a quick read. It's good. It's Arcudi, I think, is doing the art. I like this book.
I loved it.
I want more of it.
I don't care. I thought, it's solid scenes and the story ended. You don't really need any more, I thought. But this is definitely did not go where I thought it was going to go.
No, not at all. I thought they were going to do.
It was like the mystery play or whatever. like you just get this random story from a normal, respected writer. And it was just completely weird.
I didn't know if they were going to go like the route of, there's a guy in the suit, but he has to be in a suit to live, like, or a cyborg kind of thing.
I thought it was going to be some shitty robot. Because why not? Who cares? Like, it's just 2 issues. But it was like, wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of human attachment to this story. That was in 2 issues. Wow.
Yeah, in 2 issues, they've done what a lot of other books haven't been able to do in 100.
Yeah, or TV shows in 3 seasons. Fucking hunk of shit.
Oh, what else? The Colonized.
Oh, that was great.
I like this book a lot. It's Chris Ryle, IDW book. We had Chris Ryle on for an interview a few weeks back. This is basically aliens versus zombies.
I like how it's like they're like so quickly they're on board with their little translator thing. Like, oh no, we're not here to fuck the guys. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
it's like, let's move on. It's awesome.
Basically, the aliens come down and
Cut through the shit.
They come down and they're wanting to like basically transport beam up a human and talk to him, and they've got this speech prepared like, hey, we're here in peace, blah blah, and they accidentally beam up a zombie on the ship and it wreaks fucking havoc and they lose their shit, and so they land and they crash and they come running out, and the people, the humans are like, oh fuck, aliens. Are like, no, we're not here to fight. We're running away from this motherfucker. And it's the aliens are very Mars Attacks kind of aliens, But
running away from this motherfucker is the best.
that's basically what it is. And,
I wish that was written. Running away from this motherfucker. You guys are cool.
It's close. I mean, it's close to that.
And it's just just classic shambling zombie comes out, and they just don't know what the fuck to do.
It's everything I wanted out of an alien book.
It's fun. It's a really fun book.
Just the fact that it's like every time you hear about like alien shit, it's like you think that there's the super intelligent aliens or the super barbaric aliens, and there's totally in the middle, normal, run of the mill aliens. Like, dude, what's up?
Yeah, like they got on the ship when they're getting ready to beam up what they think is a human. They got the one guy like, "Do you remember your speech?" He's like, "Yeah." And he's practicing his speech to what to say to humans, and then all of a sudden they're like, "What's this? Oh shit!" The art's good too. Like, it's not.
Did the alien get bit?
I don't remember.
Because I don't know if it bite an alien if it turns into a zombie alien.
Yeah.
A zombie-alien.
Zombalian and Shamanawa.
Zombalian sounds like some sort of kingdom in space. I'm king of Zombalia.
That's the country next to Zamunda.
Bark like a dog.
Big dog.
Woof. Woof.
I love Coming to America.
She's young. What?
Queen.
That guy was on. Do you remember Win Ben Stein's Money?
Oh, yeah.
He was a contestant, the Queen to Be guy.
Really?
Yeah, just like a regular guy. It wasn't like celebrity version of Win Ben Stein's Money.
Jimmy Kimmel was incredibly funny on that show.
Oh, Jimmy Kimmel's funny on everything, though.
Yeah, it was.
Especially when you see the heat.
So, Jason, you want to talk about how much you love Age of Ultron?
Nope.
Come on. I refuse to read it.
Hey,
so.
you come back in my gold. I'll read it.
Oh, I thought you were reading it.
I'm reading it. I don't know what the fuck is. This book goes from like, hey, that's an alright issue. I could see the appeal of this. They're like, what the fuck is this? Fuck this book. It's stupid. If the next issue's as bad, I'm never reading it again. The next issue's like, oh, that's alright. It's The Walking Dead. It's a Walking Dead TV show of comics. It's like the plot is good, but it's poorly executed in so many ways, and there are big plot holes, and the art is really muddy sometimes. Like in the last issue, spoiler, Red Hulk just crushes Taskmaster, but the panel is so badly done that you can't really tell if he like just knocks him out of the way or kills him, but evidently kills him. I like Taskmaster too. He's a cool character. But then on the next issue, on this current issue, Taskmaster's on the cover, but he died last issue. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like
I just can't do it.
It's time travel because Ultron is controlling them from the future.
It's weird.
Which if he was, he would know they were going to do this and they wouldn't exist. He would know where they're at. So they decided to take Dr. Doom's time time dildo or whatever the fuck it is.
Time dildo.
They got that time dildo and to go fuck the future and
Time dildo to fuck the future.
But it's a double-sided time dildo. So
yeah, because Wolverine decides to go back into the past. They're going to go into the future to fight Ultron. Wolverine wants to go into the past to kill Hank Pym, so Ultron never gets made.
Oh, that's not nice. Why don't you just go back in the past and say, hey, don't do that?
No, they talk about that. They're like, well, if we came back into the past, if somebody came back in the past and told you not to do something, would you do it? And they all go, yeah, probably.
I probably wouldn't.
Yeah, they all said, oh, well, you'd probably think of it for try to figure out a way to do it right. I mean, no, if I knew that I built a robot that destroyed the planet later, I would no longer build fucking robots.
Did you read Time Warp?
No.
Oh, you're a dick.
I keep meaning to, I just haven't got it yet.
Time dildo to fuck the future.
Yes.
God damn it. All right, let's just go on to the other few that we read real quick.
Time versus the Time dildos.
I would totally watch that episode of Community.
The puppet one wasn't very good, but whatever.
Harbinger. It's a continuation of Harbinger Wars.
This is all you.
It was good. It's a little flashback that shows Toyo Harada right after World War II. Shows him kind of building the Harbinger Foundation from the ground up, and also
Dharma Initiative.
Yes, I want to go with the Greg Initiative. And then it shows
Rat bastard.
this is gold. Harbinger is. It also has some stuff in the current time with the with Peter Stanchek and Torque and I don't know if they call her Zeppelin in this book. In the original book, she wanted to be called Zephyr because she could fly, but since she was a big girl, they all called her Zeppelin. And I don't know what she's going by in this book, but they develop her character a little more. They kind of decide that they're going to be good guys fighting evil. It's a good book. I like this. If you like the original Harbinger, it's a nice take on it. Valiant's like I've said a million times, Valiant's not doing anything bad right now.
So, I don't read any Valiant. We've established that. And do I have to know old Valiant?
No, not at all. It's kind of cool if you do because you can compare the two, and you like when characters pop up, you're like, oh, I remember that one from the old book, but you don't have to know any of the old stuff.
Yeah, I remember liking Bloodshot.
I never read.
Bloodshot's really good right now. It's awesome. You don't have to know any of it. It's completely new. They start from the beginning, origins and everything, so you don't know.
You can even jump in Harbinger War without reading any of the previous stuff.
Yeah, that's nice too.
Well, there's only like 10 issues or whatever.
I think it's 12 issues. I think it's 3 a month or 4 months.
I mean, like the Valiant that they
X-Men was the first one in 12. I think it's just from Manoir. So they're a year in because last year started the summer of Valiant. So it's like I think Shadow Man's up to 6, and that's the newest one. And then
that's racist.
It is very racist. It's okay.
Up in my house.
Batgirl. Did you read Batgirl?
Nope.
I liked it.
You told me about it.
It was good.
I can't read Batgirl unless it's tied in with something.
Well, this was kind of a cool, just its own issue. It deals with her brother from the Black Mirror stuff.
From another mother.
Her brother from another mother. Batwing.
What is it, a D8 fold cover?
Yeah, and it's accurate actually. In the gatefold cover, you open it up and it shows her like basically killing somebody.
Cool.
And she basically kills somebody in the book. It's cool. But it's very like anytime somebody dies in a Batman book, they always like fall off of something in the water and their body floats away, and you never know if they're dead or not. And
we call that the Scott Snyder fate.
Yeah. Back to Lil Gotham when they were talking about like. You didn't have Thanksgiving or you didn't have holiday traditions when you were a child with your mother, with Talia al Ghul. And he's like, no, we had me, mom, and grandpa, which is they were talking about like throwing people
chucking bodies into the Lazarus pits, see what happens.
And then fighting the undead.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons this is very not a kid's book. It's like, we would throw bodies into the resurrection pit just to see what happened.
That was awesome. The bodies hit the Lazarus pit.
Tell me about how awesome the next Uncanny Avengers
This one was good.
I read this one finally.
This is not...
Because this is old Rick Remender. This is
that's what it reminded me of. It reminded me of, like, like the first arc of this book wasn't very good.
With Thor with the giant with the axe like into Apocalypse, like holy shit, dude.
That was pretty awesome.
Hey, take it easy, Thor.
It is a little weird because it jumps around. And you're like, I really like. I had this book and I had Thor in a stack of books I was getting ready to read, and I thought I'd picked up Thor because like it starts out with Thor like back in the day, and he's like in a tavern drinking and fighting and shit.
It seemed like more of a Thor book than an Uncanny Avengers book.
But
Looks like Apocalypse with Thor after that.
The Four Horsemen in this book were awesome.
Arn Anderson,
Yes,
Ric Flair,
and Ole Anderson.
I was just doing that.
What was the fourth one?
Fuck. What is his name? I have a picture of him, but
It's
I
not
can't.
Sting.
No, that was the WCW Four Horsemen. No, that was I remember that shitty one. There's Arn Anderson.
Arn Anderson, Ole Anderson, Ric Flair.
I forget who the other guy was. It was like the lesser.
We're
known
all
guy.
holding like the vast information of the internet right
I know
now.
the WCW one was like Dean Malenko, Benoit,
I can't.
Flair, and Arn Anderson.
I can't deal with Dean Malenko ever since ICP and St. Cloud Posse because they put out their album The Great Malenko. So like it's always going to be in my head now. God damn it.
We're just going to edit this part out.
No, this is awesome.
I was just wasting time looking for.
Whoops.
Tully Blanchard.
Tully Blanchard. Son of a bitch.
Okay, we figured out who the Four Horsemen were.
So back to Uncanny Avengers.
Yeah, one of the coolest things is when the Four Horsemen come out, this incarnation, one of them is riding a giant bear with wings, with bird wings. And then the whole Thor, not Hulk Hogan, Hulk Hogan cuts his face off. No.
Leg drops.
Thor cuts his head off. It's like, oh, a flying bear. Oh, a flying bear.
Hulk Hogan comes.
Looks like there's trouble in paradise.
So this is weird. This is basically Thor, and he's chilling in a fucking tavern, drinking and fighting, and Apocalypse shows up and whoops his ass. He just whoops him so bad where Thor's like, I take another hit like this, I'm gonna die, I'm out of here. So he jumps on his chariot, pulled by goats.
Oh yeah.
And he gets away and tries to get, goes up to Asgard and tries to get some backup, and Odin's like, no, can't fuck with anything to do with Celestials. Like, that's no. And so Loki butts his head in and gets...
Was it Loki or was it Kang?
Well, you think it's Loki, but then you see as he's walking away that it's Kang.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler. Yeah.
Sorry.
Damn, if you get spoiled by a Marvel book.
Well, then you knew it was going to be Kang.
Popping those things, aren't you?
Yeah, I want to not...
You're going to start smoking by the end of the
I'm going to
day.
not stop breathing.
You're going to go through a pack a day.
You know it's Kang. You know Kang's going to be in it because it's Rama Tut.
Smokes 2 packs a day.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Well, this is good.
RPMCA.
This book is good, and if you didn't care for the first arc, give this one a try. It looks like it's going to be good. It looks like old Rick Remender's back, like writing really cool,
Yay.
wacky stories.
I liked the first arc. I didn't like the last issue. I liked the crazy double brain Red Skull.
So dumb.
That's hilarious.
that was stupid.
I know. That's why I liked it.
Why isn't there just like a fucking bad guy that goes
That was
around?
their launch of their reboot.
I know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's ballsy.
Yeah. Why isn't there a bad guy that just goes around finding mutant corpses and pulling their brains out?
They did that
Like,
with Simpsons. With Jerry Lewis.
Simpsons
Jerry
did
Lewis was Professor Frank's dad, and he just kept putting brains on top
I
of his
remember that
brain.
episode. They were just
Excellent.
piling up.
wow.
It's Hoyven Maven.
Fantastic Four, would you read that?
No.
No.
It's,
I gave up.
it's not as good as FF. This
no.
this issue is pretty good, though.
I read FF. I don't read Fit. I only read FF and Hawkeye, really, and Avengers.
This one's cool because it shows a little cutscene at the end of time, and there's like some big tribunal that's passing judgment on somebody,
Enough.
and he's in a big casket / suit of armor, and
Craycroft's done already.
their judgment is to send him back to the beginning of time at the Big Bang. He's going to die in the Big Bang explosion, and of course, the Fantastic Four decides to go to the Big Bang to watch it happen, and they decide to free this being, and it turns out to be Blastar, who, of course, you know.
Sounds like a really bad Pokemon name.
Blastar sounds like a 70s like cartoon, though.
Blastar.
Like Brave Star.
Bravestar was awesome. I love Bravestar.
Blastar.
Or Blastar.
Yeah.
I'm sick of I'm sick of time travel. We've established that.
Yeah.
But the universe thing, I'm sick of there being somebody in judgment of time universe shit.
Yeah.
I'm sick of that. Because that's just... I don't believe that.
And if they're there, why?
I would go to church if I gave a fuck about judgment. Like...
Well, like they keep popping up these new tribunals of judgment, but
if you go to like the end of the universe, as they're calling it, it's the end of the universe, man.
Yeah, where are these guys before that?
If you see it, if there's a creator there or whatever, we'll make another fucking universe.
Yeah.
So it's not even a finite finale to the universe. Checkmate. Suck it, philosophy.
All right.
So
Craycroft does Life and Death.
You lose me when you do that shit. Don't try to write above your pay grade.
I don't know how much I'm going to read this book just because it's been very average. Compared to FF, it's been awesome.
FF's awesome.
But Fantastic Four is just like...
You know why it's awesome? Mike Allred.
Yeah, that's it.
how many bucks I give? Zero.
But it's
Not a
all
drop. Just a dabble, do you?
X number 0.
Violent.
Very violent.
I like him.
I've never seen a dude beat up a safe.
I
so
remember.
much.
I remember X, the original X, but I never read it because I hadn't read any Dark Horse until recently.
I read some of the original, and it would help if you knew a little bit of the original, like kind of where it's coming from. I only read a little bit of it though, but it was good.
I know nothing, and I think it's great.
He is a badass.
He's
and-
violent as shit.
Yeah,
And he didn't take no guff from nobody.
and
From nobody, no how.
yeah, when he finds that last guy in like the vault, and he's like, most people are like, I can't get in this. He's beat the shit out of this vault trying to get in. He's like,
Well, the acid
yeah,
eats through the part of the vault to make it weak enough.
yeah. He's not letting up. It's kind of an awesome book. I'll give it a shot. I mean, the first issue was good. I'll see how it goes.
It was like Batman Forever. I think it was the one with Two-Face, right?
Yes.
Yeah, in the beginning when they like the guys in the vault that like they're trying to steal, and they're like, "Oh no, boiling acid!" I'm like, "Why does it have to be boiling? It's acid."
We heated this acid up to make it more
Yeah.
acidy.
Burns and burns. Oh no!
I have 3rd-degree burns on top of this missing flesh.
Yeah, exactly. Just makes your burn hurt less.
Did you read Invincible Universe? Did anybody read that?
I tried. That looks shitty.
Invincible's not it, so I don't care. He's in it for 2 panels.
I mean, I like some of the characters in that universe.
It's not Kirkman either.
Yeah, so I don't care.
See, I didn't. I don't know why I didn't grab it to read it to check it out. But
It's a bunch of characters I can give.
Invincible's my favorite book. I don't care about Invincible Universe. Just like I didn't care about Guardians of the Galaxy or whatever. Or Guardian of the Galaxy, whatever it was.
is that still out?
Yeah. It's still
Really?
coming out. Don't know how.
I tried to read it. It's fucking bored me to tears.
Every time Kirkman's characters get written by somebody else, like Britt was great, and then they did that.
Oh,
Brit
like
series.
the television series?
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next book before this happens. I think that's it, right?
Well, you want to talk about Adventure Time?
Adventure Time with Fiona Cake.
Yes.
That's good. Did you read it?
No.
No.
Tell us about it.
It's just
like it.
continuing on. Like it's a very weird book.
The show's a very weird show.
Because the show's so normal.
It goes it's way weird. I think
No, I know. Sarcasm.
they so it starts with like Fiona and I forget the other guy because
Hey.
everything's like all the names are like the opposites.
Finn?
No, shut up, asshole. But then all of a sudden it's just lumpy space prince
Hell yeah. There's like 4 hairs.
trying to be. He like figures out how to be beautiful. It's hilarious. So like now Lumpy Space Prince is like super handsome and like the face is so like it's great. So then all of the other like lumpy whatever the fucks are like just like obsessed with him and just keep bringing him shit and like giving him shit and they're like now we want something in return. They're like so then they just put Lumpy Space Prince in this like jar to keep his beauty there.
Oh my god.
But then Fiona comes and punches the shit out of him and makes him ugly again. It's hilarious. It is a weird fucking book, man. Bravest Warriors was better, though.
I haven't read any of that.
You're a dick. Have you watched it?
No, I haven't watched it.
Well, first off, I think Bravest Warriors is funnier than Adventure Time. I think. Have you watched it?
No.
You guys are idiots. It's free. It's on YouTube. It's great. Oh, we're going to watch Gas Powered Stick when this shit's over.
Is it?
It's 5
Home
minutes.
and going to
It's
bed.
5 minutes.
I am tired
Isn't it
as
like?
fuck.
Is it just little mini episodes? Or
Yeah,
is it
they're like 5 minutes long.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a full.
There's 10 5-minute episodes, like an hour. We're gonna
Oh,
knock out
okay.
the
I
whole
was thinking it
season.
was like a full-on show.
No,
Oh,
5 minutes. It's great. 5 chock full of greatness minutes. But oh yeah, and Bravest Warriors is one guy right now doesn't have a brain, and his brain was trying to figure out how to go back into they're doing time travel very well because his brain is in a jar and it's trying to figure out going back in time how to stop that from happening. It's insane. So someone takes his brain and puts him in these robots that are infected with the self-esteem virus. So all these robots have super low self-esteem. It's hilarious.
Wow.
There's a huge underlying lesson that's very basic for kids and teens and all this shit. But they just go about it in such a fucked up way that you hardly can see it. But it's
Now I know it's all 5-minute episodes on YouTube.
all that.
I thought it was
no, Adventure Time too. There's always a moral to the story usually, but it's the moral is so small compared to the giant story that they just told. It's hilarious, and it is literally, I think, fucking genius. He should get the MacArthur Genius Grant. This guy is a goddamn genius.
Start eating some Fisherman's Friends because it gets you all hyped.
I can breathe. That's all. That's oxygen. There's oxygen, baby. O2, bitch.
Wow. Oh, okay. I think that's all the books of the week.
You're watching one episode.
I'm not watching that.
You are,
I'm
asshole.
watching my eyes closed.
You're gonna have to watch the whole episode. Well, as soon as you hear the bear, what's the bear's name? Impossible Bear.
God damn it.
As soon as you hear Impossible Bear say gas-powered stick, you're going to want to see the rest of it. Gas-powered stick. Never runs out of gas. It's great. Hot picks.
Comic books.
All right. One of our God, I keep thinking gas-powered stick now. I haven't even seen this.
Gas-powered stick.
One of our sponsors is InvestComics.com.
Never runs out of gas.
InvestComics.com never runs out of gas. Go check them out. It's a site about comics, of course, and
How to invest.
a little bit on the investment side of comics. But there's articles and there's reviews, and that's where Sean's video review fic.
Well, you were there this week, too.
I was there this week.
He said Sean's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guest
Plural.
hosting for the Six Sebastian.
We're kicking Sebastian off, just from you and I, so we control Guy Gardner.
Boom.
Because Sebastian doesn't want me to have fun with Guy Gardner.
Oh, that's what it's all about, man.
I know. I just want to fuck with that guy.
Has he popped back up?
No.
Oh, really?
I know. I'm calling
Maybe he
him out.
lost his ring.
I keep calling him out. I'm egging him on.
He's got the blue suit. Didn't Guy Gardner have a blue suit?
Oh, yeah, when he was Warrior. What was it? He had a bunch of...
He's trying to go back to football. Is that what Guy Gardner was?
Yeah, he's a football player. A police officer according to the New 52.
He's probably Boomer Esiason. Because Boomer Esiason seems like a dick.
So his career ended in the 90s?
Yeah. I was going to go into something horrible, but I'm not.
Hot picks.
We'll do it after.
InvestComics does a thing every week called Hot Picks where they talk about some books that are coming out soon that they think might have some investment potential or just might be good or interesting. This week, they have a giveaway. They're doing a giveaway of Villains United #1 signed by Gail Simone. She signed it at the MegaCon recently.
Con.
This Hot Picks talks about a new MegaCon. New Aspen book, which Anson will be very excited about that. Called Journey. It's some chick wearing not a lot of clothes, big tits, and a sword. That's Aspen, all right.
Do they do? What's that bitch? What do they do?
Fathom.
No, what else do they do?
Fathom.
That's it.
Fathom. It's like the Fathom universe now. They used to do a bunch of other
Lady
stuff.
Death. Who does that?
No, that's the Chaos.
Epic or something.
That's
Yeah,
Chaos Comics, Evil Arnie, and all that. That was that universe. Also, this InvestComics Hot Picks talks about He-Man.
Ah!
I don't know what the hell you just did. He snapped the YouTube off over my fucking iPad. It's crazy.
I'm goddamn Fonzie on iPad.
The Fonzie of iPad just snapped and made some shit happen. Holy crap.
Sit on it.
He talks about new He-Man and the Masters of the Universe #1.
I'm going to get that.
I bought the first one, the mini that came out. The first one was written by James Robinson. It was pretty good. And then he was off the book after the first issue. And I read the second one, and it wasn't very good.
Who's writing this one?
I don't know. Doesn't say.
Stephen King.
Stephen King.
No.
But I'll give it a shot. I love He-Man stuff, so I'll at least try it and see if it's any good. I hope it's good. Also, a new Star Wars book called Star Wars Darth Vader and the Ninth Assassin. And at first, when I read that, I thought it said Ninja Assassin.
Yeah, that's what I thought, too.
I really thought it said Darth Vader Ninja Assassin. I'm like, holy fuck, I'm reading this book.
Every time I read it, I think it says Ninja.
Just keep
And I thought that said Jimmy, not Journey.
And then
Jimi Hendrix is a superhero?
Miniature Jesus.
I'd read that.
House
He
of
is a superhero.
House of
He
Golden
is,
Bones,
God.
which is the guy from
Slipknot.
Is writing it. It looks
No,
cool.
you take that back. That's going to be good.
It looks really good.
Have you read it already or something?
Man,
Have you read it already or something?
just keep going.
Miniature Jesus?
Just keep going. Miniature Jesus.
You gotta be psyched about that,
it's
right?
a Cobble book. He was
Yeah.
all excited for it. He's
I
like,
am.
put me down for this book.
It looks good. I want it.
I just heard the title and I'm on board with it.
Yeah.
Well, we're only having 2 copies, so I'll put you down for one.
Miniature Jesus and Baby Dick are going to team up.
Is it about Miniature Jesus?
I don't know what it's about. It just looks weird. It's very.
What's it about?
I don't know.
What's the matter with you guys?
It's about Jesus.
I would try to
being
describe it, but I really can't. Some of the stuff coming out: Dark Shadows Year 1, a new villain micro series from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Is this
Krang.
Krang? Right? Yeah.
Krang.
Dude, I saw.
There's 2 main Ninja Turtles books. I caught up on read them all. They're fucking good, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really.
Yeah.
Good.
Every single issue of every single thing they've done so far has been
Yeah,
amazing.
you need to get back on that shit.
Oh man,
I'm not
it's too much
caught-
money.
Get back on that shit. It's 2 books.
They're probably no. I get the color classics. Those are they're great.
Stop buying shit for your kids and start buying shit for yourself, okay?
I'm not caught up on it. I slacked off for a while, but I went back and reread the first 10 or so that I got. It's a great book.
Damn right it is.
It's one of the
It's
best
one of
books
the best things out there.
I need to catch up on it because I want to start talking about it on the show when it comes out, but I haven't because I haven't been caught up. So
The Foot Clan. Whew.
That thing was fantastic.
I might do. I think I'm going to do the Krang issue next week. I mean,
That'd be awesome.
it's a little
Fucking Krang.
standalone.
If I
so
don't
big
get
of a-
Miniature Jesus, I swear to God, heads will roll.
You don't even believe in God.
I know. That's why I read all the Jesus books.
But you can't swear.
I don't because Batman's not real. I read about Batman, don't I?
No, Batman's real.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton, right?
Right. Michael Keaton still wanders around his
To
Batman.
me,
outfit.
Michael Keaton's always going to be the guy from the Dream Team. Did you ever see that movie?
I don't think so.
Him and Peter Boyle and I think Christopher Lloyd.
I
Like
was-
seriously, some of the giants of old
I
comedy.
always think about him in multiplicity. She touched my pepe, Steve. I'm gonna eat a dolphin. Fucking love that movie.
So that's it for the hot pick.
Also on Hot Picks, they talk about on the InvestComics Facebook page, they're going to preview some artwork from their first ever InvestComics publications release, The Dawning. So go check that out. That's the first InvestComics book that's coming out fairly
This is the
soon.
dawning of the age of Aquarius.
It is.
I certainly hope so.
So like, I didn't do anything. Stop.
That's hair, man.
I'm too tired for this shit.
Oh, beautiful hair.
All right, we're back. We had a little pause because Sean was so excited about the food court and Hot Topic at the Mall of Millennia.
Tomorrow.
Dude, I
Samaro
ate half
calling.
a Philly cheesesteak. I don't give a fuck.
Did you just stand there and just keep taking samples? Or
I
you just
walked
walk
around in circles. Just kept picking it up. It was awesome. You don't have to pay for lunch there. They give you it. They just give you it.
Do you go to Sam's and just walk the whole store and get samples?
No,
from
dude, Sam's is full of evil. Oh,
It's Walmart.
Sam's is Walmart for fatter people.
It's awful.
Well, everything is in bulk, so I guess that makes sense. I don't need
for homeowners.
I don't need a candy bar. I need 100 candy bars.
I don't need 1 bag of Cheetos. I need the 10-pound bag of Cheetos. Like, get the fuck over
They
yourself.
used to have the can like this big of the like a basketball size can of fucking potato sticks. Oh.
Do you see the thing of sunflower seeds you can get there? It comes in a bucket. It's a bucket. Like a square bucket.
No one needs that many sunflowers.
It's a fuck ton of sunflower seeds.
The
No one
entire,
wants that many.
all of the Major League Baseball needs that.
They have one per team, and it lasts them the whole year.
One per team.
Tell us about Free Comic Day, Sean.
I don't want to.
You got it.
I don't want to.
Why?
May
Because
4th.
it's May 4th.
4 de Mayo.
Yes, on May the 4th be with you. Do you want me to tell about the store? Just Free Comic Day, Jay?
Both.
Okay. Free Comic Day started about 10 years ago, and it was the industry's way to get more kids and people into comic books. Over at Famous Faces and Funnies, we will be doing Free Comic Book May. Every Saturday in May, you show up, you get 10 free comics from the selection that we'll have, and we'll give you a punch card. If you spend at least $3 that day, you'll get a punch on the punch card, and at the very end of the month, you'll get a graphic novel from the selection that we'll have. We'll have stuff on sale. I don't know exactly what will be on sale, but we'll have artists there and people in costumes.
Any confirmed artists yet?
No.
Sebastian.
Neil George?
Yeah. But no, we're still iffy on someone because, yeah, I'll tell you after the podcast.
Okay.
But, yeah, it'll be fun. We'll have tons of free comics. There's a Walking Dead comic. There's a Ninja Turtle comic. There's a Star Wars comic.
Fiona Staples just going to show up and draw some gay porn for us.
Damn right she will.
That'd be awesome. All she did was gay sketches.
And how gay would you like it? Very gay.
See, the thing was, I met her at San Diego a couple years ago. She is like the most sheltered person I've ever met. She's super shy and quiet and everything. I just can't imagine I need you to draw 3 guys on this guy. Let's make this happen. All right.
That sounds like the worst gay porn site ever. 3guysondisguy.com. It's censored.
It's Lemon Party, isn't it? Am I wrong? All right.
No. Who's our new sponsor?
You don't know what Lemon Party is?
I've heard of Lemon Party.
Never clicked the wrong link? Fine.
Uh-oh.
Who's our new sponsor?
LemonParty.com.
No. God, no.
Our new sponsor is Con Artist Entertainment. They are a publisher and broadcast entertainment company out of the Central Florida area, Tampa area. Tampa. They do a bunch of different kinds of podcasts on geek culture, and they do Untitled Nonsense, and they do this podcast. They do another comics podcast too, but they're fun. They got a lot of good stuff, so go check out they're on Stitcher also and Blog Talk Radio. Most of their podcasts are live with a chat room and stuff, so you can go in. We're going to try to do some of that soon. We don't know if we can when it's going to happen. We're going to try to get it going. But they're awesome. Go check them out, Con Artist Entertainment. We have a link on our Facebook page to them, and they have their own webpage. We'll link to their webpage and their Facebook page. And Famous Faces and Funnies, that Sean just talked about. Woo! Go to Famous Faces and Funnies if you're ever in West Melbourne, Florida.
Roundtable's
this week.
Oh, yeah, it is this week. I totally forgot.
7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Pizza and sodas.
Bring like $2. You can get pizza
All
and drinks. And we talk comics, and
we're going to talk about gay porn all week.
We talk about gay porn. We're going to have a gay porn trivia at the end.
Yeah.
Everybody's a
Peter
winner.
North. Wait, what?
He is a crossover.
Gay for pay is the highest pay rate. All right.
Not even going to ask why you know that. Just
that's pretty common porn knowledge, really.
Everyone knows that.
All right.
Also, I wanted to tell you about our buddies' webcomic, LaserFist.com. Go to LaserFist. His new one is hilarious. Did you see it?
No, I can't get over Ham Fist or whatever else about Laser Fist.
I hope that
Laser Ham.
I hope that Josh Maynard is our buddy that does the comic, and I think he puts out 2 a week.
1 or 2 weeks, depending on.
I hope he starts hamfist.com to go with laserfist.com. The new one, you have to just Bohemian Rhapsody. You have to go with that.
Yeah, I haven't read it yet. I saw it was posted.
It's really funny. It's not safe for work at all, but it's really funny. It's a great comic. Go check it out. And there's a ton of archive stuff there.
Why am I just now hearing about this?
You never been to Laserfist? Like, it's awesome.
It says it's drawn in front of a live studio audience.
And a lot of it is straight out of Josh's life. Some of it's not, obviously, but it's a funny show.
I miss Fapper Talk.
Fapper Talk was great.
With Josh.
So we'll put a link to laserfist.com on our Facebook page, too. It's really, real funny. It's very adult-oriented humor, but it's good stuff. So go check them out. Also, that was his response to reading the new one. That was a live reaction to someone reading the first Laserfist comic they've ever read.
That's fucking awesome.
It is awesome. Also, check out the Gender Through Comics. It's the MOOC, Massively Open Online course. It is a whole bunch of comic interviews. The second week just finished of the course, and you don't have to be current on it. You can go back. But there's a suggested reading list and a bunch of really interesting interviews with a lot of big creators in comics. We've linked to it a couple times. You can still join in the middle of it and go back, but it's a lot of really interesting stuff, so go check it out.
I read the next one. The one about watching Walking Dead and watching Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Accurate.
Yeah, totally accurate.
Perfect point. Oh,
God
bless you, sir.
So I guess that's really all we got this week. Check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/TheRealBT4W. TheRealBT4W@gmail.com is our email address, and we're TheRealBT4W on Twitter. Thank you, Valiant, for retweeting us. That was pretty awesome.
I think we picked up, 7 Twitter followers because of that.
Because we need to really go out there and try to get Twitter followers, because we never do that.
I mean, we kind of try, but we don't have a lot of people retweeting us.
I just don't do a lot of Twitter stuff. That's the problem. I don't really go on Twitter a lot, so I'm not much.
I only do when I have something silly to say.
Yeah.
Speaking of Twitter, we are the Real BT4W.
Yes. So I guess that's it. That's all we have. I think Sean just read the Laser Fist, and he's about to cry.
Why are you trying not to laugh? It's fucking hilarious.
It's awesome. You can laugh. It's okay.
It is pretty funny. I just have the same reaction. We love Josh.
Yes, we do love Josh. And this newest one, if this didn't get you hooked on the comic, you're fucking stupid. I don't know.
Why did that happen?
All right, so I guess that's it for this week. I think we covered everything. We covered books, we covered news, we covered our sponsors, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's it.
Bye,
So,
Gas-powered stick.
gas-powered stick, and
Bullshit.
thank you. This is episode 14, Booty Titties.
Booty titties.
I'm Sean Cobble.
I'm Booty Titties.
I'm Sean Sorensen.
And Kirsty Cobble.
Bye, everybody.